seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Trojans' offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Batonio. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Shows him the stiff arm. Stiff arm's a weapon. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Right back to him on the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Wide receiver shows motion. Used the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Noise gets loud. The sway, they renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. There's so many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wells. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Bitonio. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Got his man in the middle. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Trojans are on the move. They go to the draw. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Getting some heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react when you can get punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get him behind the...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Texas A&M will have to boot it away.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win.
First stop of the
downs.
season.
You win first and second down. You set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead going around.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, and they convert. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide.
Second down.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the move, it's Vitonio. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. Stumbled to the ground.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this...
Picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Going deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Got a man. It's Horn. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Going up top on first down. He's got his man. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. After the first down completion, it's second and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The short hands, it's Pena. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the coverage team gets to return it on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky.
A full dive to haul that one in. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Dances away from the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end for...
He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Still looking on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
A nice job on this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that drive.
Afterburners coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, and I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
This will likely be the last play of the half. They want to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie! The offense will quickly use the timeout. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Caught near the sticks. It's Pena. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. He's right on target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll set up to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the tackler. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game.
Running toward the tape. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
And the quarterback caught him too and sacked at the 12. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Going over the top. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quarterback moving. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can.
And he's running in the open at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
One of the first things I want to do when I come into a game is I'm going to go, where do I have the advantage? Where are my guys better than yours? And maybe they feel good about their matchup out wide. Some of those wide receivers making some of these big plays down the field. This is a good sign for this offense.
And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get it. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Touchdown, Aggie! And the route is on. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. At the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The give to the tailback. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On second down, looking again to throw. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Now the play fake. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, running back on the move. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The give as they work on that clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Great move there. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And the Trojans in the hurry up. To the air on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, USC.
This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.